Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jenny and this is Jenny Reads Maybe, where maybe I'll read or maybe I won't. So today for the video, I'm going to be hitting y'all with the Booktube Newbie Tag, where I'll just be answering some of the questions, going through, letting y'all get to know a little bit more about me and my reading habits and reading history. So let's get started with question 1, which is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love books and I love talking, and I love talking about books specifically. And so I just wanted to have a space where I could do that. That wasn't my best friend's couch or my dad who doesn't want to hear about it. So that's kind of that. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Being honest, because I'm insecure, I didn't immediately think of any things that are new or exciting about me, but I think ultimately I'm a little bit chaotic. I read everything and anything I can get my hands on, so I think that's something cool and exciting. And also, I just kind of am like, don't know where I'm going with that, but anyway, next question. Why do you love reading? I love reading because for me it's a form of escape, but also a form of comfort. When I'm feeling most alone, words on a page just kind of act as my comfort, something I can turn to, something that I can do that's not be sad. And yes, that's kind of my reasoning behind why I love books. Next question, what book or series got you into reading? And I'm going to answer this in terms of getting back into reading in the last couple of months. And I will say that the books that got me back into reading were Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. All of the books in those series just kind of like hit me where it hurt, and just got me into reading fantasy specifically, but also just reading in general. I hadn't done it for a while, and those books kind of just said, Jenny, you're going to start reading again and you're gonna love it. And I did. And so the next question, question 6, is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Thankfully, I am in my favorite booktuber, Mel, from Mel Reads. I'm in her Discord, so I don't really have to ask questions on this because I could just message her and say, hey, I have a question. But for all the other booktubers, I would say, what got you into reading? Like, why do you love reading? What is it about reading that is so magical for you? Because that's just a cool question, I think, and will give a lot of detail and information about someone. But yes. Question 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And being realistic and honest about who I am as a person, I am often underwhelmed with content that I create and then get very insecure and don't post it. And so I think it'll be mostly overcoming imposter syndrome and just posting what I have and what I've done. And yeah, that would kind of be the first hardest thing for me to overcome, is that. And question 8, when did you start reading? So generally, I started reading as a kid. I did it all the time. I read literally anything. And then again, I picked it up in middle and high school because, you know, those were the fan fiction days. Not that I'm not in my fan fiction phase anymore, but I was into fan fiction then. And then also getting into more contemporary romances and a little bit of fantasy in high school, but I kind of had to take a break because college was hard and difficult, and I was busy all the time as a club leader and as a friend, and just wanting to experience life when I could. So getting back into reading started at the beginning, or kind of the ending of 2020. Right around the holidays, because I needed something to escape my family. And that was what I did. And so question 9, where do you read? Anywhere. Anywhere there's somewhere I can sit that's comfortable. And if I have a book with me, which I always tend to because I bring them everywhere, I will read. But I do love reading outside when the weather permits it, because California can be hot sometimes, especially where I live in the desert. And yeah, so when possible, I try to read outside because it's really beautiful and I love it. But yeah, I read anywhere I can. And so question 10 and our final questions: what kind of books do you like to read? And so, as I said, I kind of like to read a little bit of everything. I have been on a fantasy kick because world building, first of all, but second of all, I've been reading a lot of books that I missed out on when I was busy with school, and just kind of catching up with what has been popular on Booktube and Bookstagram. But I do love contemporary romances and some mysteries if I can, and thrillers, and basically anything. But my primary books that I've been reading recently have been young adult fantasy, and yes, yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video and that you just got to know me a little bit more. I'm kind of an open book when it comes to questions, so if you have any more questions, comment them down below. And also comment what kind of books you like to read, because I like to find out. I like to find out just what kind of books everyone's into, because I feel like most of the people I know are into what I'm into. But yeah, comment down below what books you love to read and what genres you tend to stay in, or what you want to explore. But yeah, so thank you for watching again. And yeah, I will hit y'all with a new video soon now that finals are over. But bye.